I'm Greg with Xometry, and today we'll be breaking down our top 5 design tips for CNC machining. Keep watching to learn more. First tip, avoid sharp internal corners. Don't forget to add a radius to sharp internal corners. This is one of the most common design mistakes with CNC machining. End mills and cutting tools are round, making it impossible for them to create a perfectly sharp internal corner without expensive secondary processes. Speaking about internal radii, keep them about 30% larger than the cutting tool's radius to improve how fast that feature can be cut. You should also aim for a radius to depth ratio of 1:4. And when in doubt, remember that larger internal radii are almost always better and less expensive to produce. Are you trying to fit a rectangular peg into a rectangular hole? Use a relief cut to make a dog bone feature for a snug fit. Second tip, avoid deep pockets. Internal pockets or cavities should always follow a width to depth ratio of 1:6 or shallower. Note that round drilled features can go as deep as a 1:10 drill width to depth ratio, but make sure to allow relief at the bottom for drill tips. Deep and narrow pockets add risk to the machining process and can cause issues like deflection, tool breakage, or make it difficult to evacuate the metal shavings and chips produced by the cutting process. Third tip, be mindful of thread depth. Threads and tapped holes are some of the most common features we see with CNC parts. A common design mistake is calling out threads that are much deeper than they need to be. Deep threads increase in manufacturing time, at higher risk of tool breakage, and generally do not add much strength after the first couple of turns. A simple rule for standard threaded holes is to make the thread depth twice as deep as the hole diameter. For example, half an inch of depth would be sufficient for a 1/4 20 thread. We also recommend adding an unthreaded length of at least half the hole diameter for threads in blind holes to allow for tool leads and chip evacuation. Fourth tip, watch out for thin walls. Excessively thin walls are not only weaker, they can also add significant risk and cost to machining. Thin areas become less rigid, which makes it harder to hold precise dimensions. And defects from machining vibrations like chatter or breakthroughs are more likely to occur. Risk increases significantly if the thin wall is deep or is a cantilever. You can avoid these problems by keeping walls at least 30 thousandths thick and double that for plastics. Your fifth tip, part marking. Adding part marking is a great way to identify a part and its revision. We recommend using engraving, which can be done during machining operations wherever possible. Sans serif text works best at least 20-point font size. Avoid raised or embossed markings wherever possible because we have to machine around that text versus just the text itself, which can skyrocket the price of that feature. If you're adding a finish like color anodize to your part, we recommend laser marking to produce high contrast text or logos accurately and at low cost. Other methods like ink stamping or silkscreen can create detailed markings with more color choices. Want more design tips? Check out Xometry's CNC design guide by following the link in this description or through our resources page. Have a machine part you want made? Go to Xometry.com and get instant pricing and lead time by uploading your 3D model today. Thanks again for watching and see you next time.